You know, sometimes the most bizarre stories start with the simplest acts of kindness. Let me tell you about what happened in our neighborhood last summer. It's honestly still hard to believe. My wife and I were sitting on our porch one evening when we spotted this incredibly skinny cat wobbling down our street. You could see her ribs and her fur was matted, but what really caught our attention was her very pregnant belly. We couldn't just ignore her, you know? So we left out some food and water. For the next few days, this cat would come by, and each time she looked more desperate. We could tell she was getting closer to giving birth, and with the freezing temperatures at night, we knew we had to do something. So we set up a cozy space in our garage with blankets and everything she'd need. That's when things took a really weird turn. Our neighbor, let's call her Karen, suddenly started posting all over our neighborhood Facebook group about her stolen cat. And guess what? She was pointing fingers directly at us. The thing is, this cat had clearly been on the streets for months. She had no collar, no chip, and was severely malnourished. But Karen, she wasn't interested in facts. She started driving by our house multiple times a day, taking photos, and even called the police. I mean, imagine having to explain to officers that, no, we hadn't orchestrated some elaborate catnapping scheme. We were just trying to help a struggling animal. The whole thing escalated into this absurd Facebook war. Karen would post these long, dramatic rants about how we were cat thieves, and other neighbors started chiming in with their own stories about seeing this same cat wandering around for months. It was like a neighborhood soap opera, but with cats. The real kicker, after the cat gave birth to her kittens in our garage, we took her to the vet. Not only did they confirm she had no microchip, but they estimated she'd been living on the streets for at least 6 months. The date Karen claimed the cat went missing? 2 weeks ago. You'd think that would be the end of it, right? Nope. Karen still maintains to this day that we're running some sort of underground cat-stealing operation. We've since found loving homes for all the kittens, and the mama cat, who we named Hope, is now living her best life with us, probably wondering what all the fuss was about. It's funny how trying to help one struggling animal could turn into such a dramatic saga. But you know what? Despite all the crazy accusations and drama, I'd do it all over again. Sometimes doing the right thing means dealing with a little neighborhood chaos, or in our case, a lot of it.